Hey everybody, as you can see, I'm on a bus right now. I'm heading into a local hiking spot to, just eat my food there and show you guys the views. I got a day off today, no training, so I'm gonna go to the spot, eat my lunch, some snacks, and I'll show you guys the views. See you there. Hey everybody, so right now I just got off the bus and I'm heading to the spot. As you can see, just over this hill there's going to be a nice little hiking spot, and then you'll see the sea. So I'll meet you guys over there. So I'm actually heading up to the trail right now, and if you guys are ever in Malta and you guys decide to come to Zurich, it's a small town closer to the southeast, you guys gotta visit this place. So this is the Ħaġar Qim Temple. So there's gonna be a ticket here. I think it's around €5, and they have these megalithic structures that are actually dating back to 5000 BC. So I suggest you guys definitely visit here. Those structures are beautiful. I'm not gonna head to those because I've already been there, but I find this place, this hiking spot, more interesting than that. So this is the back lot. This is the visitor center just over here. You enter there, they have all the amenities, bathroom, food, everything. Sorry, I'm out of breath right now. It's my first exercise of the day, so I'm just trying to head over here, catch my breath. It's hard to talk and breathe, it's my first video. I have to get used to it. But yeah, there's this little staircase here, and these trails are actually open to everybody. You do have to pay to get over there, and there's a separate section, but these trails here, completely free. Even up to a certain point, you can bring your dog here, as you might have saw the little sign there. But there are deeper parts of the trail, where it's steep cliffs, you kind of have to climb down, maneuver down. I will definitely not bring anybody that's incapable of climbing, or a dog, unless your dog's Spider-Man. Other than that, would not do it. So here we are. This grass actually has grown a lot since I've been here. I was here a few months ago, and this grass was just completely down. It was like maybe a couple inches tall. Or these weeds or everything has grown a lot since. You could just maneuver through it, but now you kind of have to stick to the trail here, as you can see. But look at that view. Is that not beautiful? Yeah. So here are the one part of the megalithic structures, and all the way down there is the second part. I think it's just about closed now, but here I'm gonna head down over here. Look at that view. Is that not beautiful? And way out over there, that's actually an island, one of the islands of Malta, but it is closed off to the public because it's an animal sanctuary. I'm gonna cut across here actually, because I think this one leads me back over there. I don't want to go over there, I want to go down further. So as you can see, we kind of have natural trails here. It's a little bit annoying with the grass and all, but you could pretty easily get through it. And these rocks that they have, even when it's raining, when it's wet, the texture on these rocks, it's super grippy actually, even when it's wet. So I've hiked here multiple times. Both times, there have been 2 times, that I've been here where it got wet. It was raining, it was pouring actually, and there was a lot of wind. But I never slipped, only thing I slipped on was the mud. But if you just stay on the rocks, honestly, you're safe. So, okay, now it's getting a little bit annoying here. but I'm gonna keep working through this. So as I'm working through this, I'd like to just talk about some places in Malta, and starting with Zurich. So basically, I will show you guys the town later in this video, but the town is a small town. It's actually less of the tourists by, not many tourists are there. It's more of a locals, It's one of the last local towns left in Malta. A lot of tourists are going everywhere else, but this is kept local. It's a pretty quiet, small town. You can see just out of the town all the beauty here. But if you guys want to see how Maltese locals live, I would definitely go over here. It's still pretty close to all the big cities like Valletta, Salima, and all, and it has amazing swimming spots that later in a couple months, a month or two, I'll show you guys that. Right now it's just a little bit too cold, even though it is warm. During the day I was wearing shorts and a shirt, getting a tan, but I still think the water's a little bit too cold to swim in. A little bit too much wind, you'll get sick. But yeah, it's an amazing place here. So yeah, I'm heading down here. Very nice. Beautiful, beautiful view. Wow. So I'll show myself now while I'm walking. And I think this is one of the best parts about being a footballer, I get to travel to these countries, that I would never be able to get to. It's a lot of money. Plane tickets, hotels, food, everything, But it's giving me this opportunity where I can just play football, get paid, live for free, and be in these amazing places, And this is my job. It's that football is physically demanding, It takes up time, but I think you have more free time than you would in a regular job. So you get more time to do such things like this. And you can just use it to work out as well, If you have a couple days off, such as me, I'm using it to just stay a little bit fit, keep my legs working. Don't want to just rest 2 days without doing anything at all, because it will definitely stiffen up your legs. But here's the lighthouse down there that I'm going to head down to. I'll meet you guys there. So, one more thing. These walls here, these stone walls, they're actually found all over Malta. As you can see here, let me try to see over there. Yeah, over there. Everywhere in Malta, especially in Zurich, you will find these walls. They were built a long time ago, and they continue to actually build them now because they don't have the resources for fences such as wood. Malta's an island, not many trees here actually. So they have a lot of rocks, as you can see on the trail here as well. So what they do is they build fences with these rocks, to divide up their territory, their land. So if I go over here, I get you guys over the wall a bit. Oh, that land until the next wall, which I don't even know where it is. I think down this hill, you can't really see it, but there's a drop off right here. That's privately owned land, or at least owned by the government, So, let's just keep to the wall, but nobody really cares. Go wherever you want. That's what I say. But yeah, we're heading up to this lighthouse actually, used during the First World War as a post, to see if any enemy ships are coming to conquer the island. And Malta's had a big problem with that because they've been conquered 1 trillion times, and they've more than France, And we know France, every time there's a war, they get conquered. So Malta even more, because it's in the middle of the Mediterranean, not a big army, and it was an important spot, and I think it still is for trade, So Beautiful. So here we are at this lighthouse. Amazing. There's actually supposed to be, to get inside, there should be a ladder or some sort of staircase, but they've obviously got rid of that, so nobody gets in here. This is called the Ħaġar Tower, and I was wrong. It was actually built in 1658. 13 such towers were built by the Spanish Grandmaster. So I guess when Spain had ruled over this island against the Turkish invaders of the Ottoman Empire. But there's a lot of wind right now as I just reached over this edge here. But look at that. Wow. Beautiful. There's a big drop right here. It's hard to see on the camera when it gets in here. This is called the Ħaġar Tower, and I was wrong. It was actually built in 1658. 13 such towers were built by the Spanish Grandmaster. So I guess when Spain had ruled over this island against the Turkish invaders of the Ottoman Empire. But there's a lot of wind right now as I just reached over this edge here. But look at that. Wow. Beautiful. There's a big drop right here. It's hard to see on the camera, but you see how I do it? And that is far away. That is actually a famous gate, I guess is what they call it, as you reach the side. Wow. Absolutely beautiful here. And I'm actually not gonna do it here on this video because it is getting late. It's gonna be dark soon. But you can head all the way down there. You can't get to where that keyhole is. But just over here, you can go all the way down there as well. That's what I did last time. And I probably will do it again because this view is not good for me. Super windy up here. But I love it. Alright guys, so I picked out my spot. You know, just behind this lighthouse here so the wind doesn't kill me. And my hair is a little crazy right now from all the wind, but yeah, what a view. Never gets old. And I'm probably gonna put on a windbreaker right now because, you know, I'm getting my snot starting to run, so I don't want to get too sick. Alright guys, so I made some food earlier right before I headed out. I got myself some fruits. My favorite fruit, tangerine, clementine, whatever you call it. Some pasta, chicken, pepper, some cheese, mozzarella cheese, and a beautiful view. This camera picks up more light than my eyes because it's a lot darker than it looks. But what a place to have a view and to eat your food. Am I right? I just devoured my food. I was super hungry, even though it wasn't the tastiest thing in the world, but it filled me up. I'm about to eat my fruits here, and I'll talk to you guys right now about, you know, the pros and cons of being a footballer. Alright, just put my hood up because the wind's getting a little crazy. So, what are the pros and cons of being a footballer? Let's start with the cons, actually. The biggest challenge for me was learning how to be by myself, you know. I'm 19, I'm young, and usually someone like me in the United States at least would be in college. They'd be usually not too far from their family, you'd have some friends, you know. As a footballer, I don't know how many thousands of miles away from my family. It's not as easy to see my family as it would be if I was in college, you know. I don't have as many friends here, you know. I just have my teammates. I have a couple guys here who are actually super cool. I do go out with sometimes, but it's not the same, you know. It's definitely, it takes some time getting used to living alone, you know. Instead of traveling with your family trips, you go by yourself, you hike by yourself, everything you have to do by yourself. But you know, at a certain point you actually get used to it, you know. Right now I'm used to it and I'm just enjoying it more than I am hating it. and because it's nice, you know, it's peaceful. You kind of, you're by yourself, and for me, you know, I'm a Christian. I know that I'm with God as well. You know, God is always with me, so I never feel too alone. He's always protecting me, so I'm very thankful as that. So as long as I have God, you know, I don't need anybody else. Next con I would say is, you know, you're never settling down. So yes, unless you're a big time player, you know, you sign a contract multiple years, 5 years, you kind of settle down in that place for 5 years, but still you don't know, you know, you might not be performing, or they might have found somebody else, or another team wants you and they're gonna transfer you out. So you never really settle down, you know, you're always gonna have to move. So if you do have a girlfriend, a wife, a family, whatever, you do make some good friends, it's hard to maintain that because you are always moving about, you know. For me, not really a struggle right now because I don't have any girlfriend, any wife, no family. Well, other than my parents, you know, my brother, but I have no kids or anything. So when I move, it's not a problem for me, you know. I could move to Antarctica for who cares, you know. It's not a problem with me as long as I get to play football. But if you do not like moving around, it is going to be a problem. You're going to have to get used to it because you're going to be moving around a lot. But on the other hand, you get to see all these beautiful places, like how I just said. You know, it's getting dark right now, but let's move on to the third con. The third con is stability of your job. I'm not talking about will it be available in the future, because it will definitely be available in the future. Sports are something that AI, robots, nothing can replace, you know, entertainment. But I am talking about one day you have a job, the next day you don't. You don't know, every game matters, you know. If you perform bad a few games in a row, boom, you're finished, you're cut. They're not going to keep you. It's like, you know, with a normal job, you just get to the job and you have stability. You know that you're probably not going to get fired if you're just working there every day. There's no risk of getting fired, you know. You have a bad day and, you know, you're tired or you're super sore or something, and maybe you're just not focused and it affects your game and you play poorly. It's going to change an outlook on you. Especially, there's a lot of pressure when teams come to watch you. You know, it's happened with me. When teams come to watch you, and especially when you know they're watching you, and this could be a contract for you, and you need to perform, in those 90 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever, plus extra time a little bit. If you do not do well, or to the standard that they want you to do, most likely you are not getting that contract. Even if you've been talking to them a lot, they've seen your videos, they've seen that you're good, they want to see how you are when there's pressure. When someone's coming to watch you, there's a lot of people when it's an important game for you, they want to see when there's pressure. Because when you get to those big stages, there's a whole stadium, 50,000 people, it's a cup game, and they need you to win, are you going to be there? Or are you going to fold under the pressure? That's what they want you to know. So one day you have a job, the next day you don't. Now let's talk about the pros. First pro is, as I've said before, look at this traveling, you know? And I don't have to pay for the tickets, I don't have to pay for the hotels, nothing. I get paid to travel, basically. So I am super happy about that. I get to visit parts of the world that I never would have if it wasn't for this job. I didn't even know Malta was a country until I got a contract from here. And boom, you know, they called me up. Next week I'm out and I flew over here. So I'm really enjoying it here. I'm happy I came here. Alright, so the second pro is there's a lot of ways to make money with football. I'm talking about a lot. The first way is obviously from your job you make, you know, at the top levels they make an absurd amount of money. But even outside of that, social media, branding, coaching, all of that, you can make a lot of money. If you have a lot of followers and you're very known, even if you have 10,000 followers, they will pay you a lot of money for you to just promote their product or to try out their product and post it. you can do coaching, especially in the United States. As a goalkeeper, you know, I have a lot of experience. You know, I was in Portugal last year playing first tier academy. I put that on my resume for coaching. I go to United States, to New Jersey, where there are no good coaches, no coaches with experience, only play in the United States. Who cares? I put my resume. I can get 5 young goalkeepers, and if I was so greedy, which I am not, I could charge them $40 a session. 5 times 40, $200 for what? An hour? That is crazy. That's easy money, and that's just gonna be part-time. I'm gonna go look into that when I get back to the United States, just to make some money. But that is easy money, and if you leave football, you can always become a coach. You can always start your own club. You can make a lot of money. Or you can do what I'm doing, and I'm trying to grow myself, grow my brand by promoting myself, doing all these channels, you know. Maybe in the future I'll get some sponsors for this channel, and I have a couple others that I make videos for. It's gonna help me grow, you know, it's gonna grow my popularity, and I'm gonna try to make money any way I can. So yeah. And the third and final pro, because as you can see, it's getting super dark here. You can barely see me, but as a footballer, you have a lot of free time. Yes, you have training in the morning, or in the afternoon, or at night, whatever it is, and you maybe go to the gym as well. But out of your day, you sleep for 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours. You train and go to the gym 2 to 3 hours, and the rest of the day is free. You have so much free time, I don't even know what to do with it. If you don't use it well, you're gonna waste your time. But I have a lot of free time, and I have a lot of free time to rest, to stretch, to do a lot of other hobbies that I wanted to do. Hiking, I love doing. I'm doing a lot of video editing, you know, TikTok, everything, reading. I have so much time, I can do so many things that you normally wouldn't be able to, you know, especially with a 9 to 5, because at a 9 to 5, you're completely exhausted after the whole work day. Here, it's you train hard, yes, you're tired, but after training, you sleep an hour, take a nap, and you're just free the whole day. You can cook, you can do what you want. It's amazing, you know, and that's one of the good things I love about my job, but it's also super tricky because you don't want to waste your time. You know, I've been there. I still fall into that phase where I'm just stuck on my phone scrolling, you know, watching movies. But why would I do that when I can just be making myself better? You know, you almost have so much free time, you don't know what to do, and you just fall onto your phone, fall onto your computer, your tablet, and you do not want to do that. All right, guys, so thank you for watching the video. It's getting super dark here. I gotta hike back, you know, don't want to be here when I can't see anything, but I want to thank you guys a lot for watching this video. And you know, if you guys have any ideas of what I should do next, you know, maybe visit some cities or something, or if you have any questions for me or just want to contact me, anything, you can leave it in the comments below, or you can email me, and I'm putting my username, my email right here. So if you want to email me or anything, you can either comment down below, you can send me something, just let me know, give me some ideas. What do you want me to see me do? You want me to show you the residential life? You want me to show you the big cities, the beaches, swimming? I got you guys, all right? So thank you guys a lot. See ya.